Welcome back. Today you're going to face visual puzzles, and every single one has a real provable answer hidden in the image. No tricks, no guessing, just sharp eyes and careful observation. If you manage to solve all, you officially earn the title of Sharpest Mind on this channel. Before we start, drop a comment and tell us which country you're watching from. Let's see how far this challenge travels today. All right, let's begin. Puzzle 1. One of these three people has traveled through time. Can you spot which one? The woman on the right. A 1912 portrait shows the same scar above her eyebrow and the same spiral ring on her hand. Puzzle 2. One of these three people is a real superhero. Can you spot which one? The man in the middle. His sleeves are torn, and both hands are covered in fresh soot from pulling someone out of the burning apartment behind him. Puzzle 3. One of these three people can freeze everything around them. Can you spot which one? The woman on the right. Her coffee cup is completely covered in a thick layer of ice on the outside, while the other two cups are hot and steaming. Puzzle 4. One of these three people can read minds. Can you spot which one? The woman in the center. The man on the left has a thought bubble above his head showing a pizza. The woman in the center is holding a piece of paper with a pizza drawn on it. She drew it before he said a word. The man on the right has a thought bubble showing a cat. On the woman's paper, a cat is drawn right next to the pizza. Puzzle 5. One of these three people has super speed. Can you spot which one? The man on the left. His hair is blown completely sideways as if hit by extreme wind, while everyone around him is perfectly still, and the soles of his sneakers are worn completely through to holes from the friction of moving too fast too many times. Puzzle 6. One of these three people just got fired. Can you spot which one? The woman on the left. Her work ID badge is cut in half and hanging from her bag by one clip. Security cut it when she left the building. The other two have intact badges. Puzzle 7. One of these three people has been secretly skipping the gym while telling everyone they go every day. Can you spot which one? The man in the center. He is carrying a gym bag, but the padlock on it is rusted completely shut. It hasn't been opened in months. Puzzle 8. One of these three people has been lying about speaking French. Can you spot which one? The woman in the center. She is holding a French phrasebook open in her lap under the table, secretly checking basic words during the conversation. Puzzle 9. One of these three people has not slept in 2 days. Can you spot which one? The man on the left. He has 2 empty energy drink cans on the desk in front of him and a third one currently open in his hand, and it is 9 in the morning. Puzzle 10. One of these three people is hiding that they already ate the last piece of cake. Can you spot which one? The woman on the right. She is chewing gum, but there is a tiny smear of chocolate frosting at the corner of her mouth that the gum didn't cover. Puzzle 11. One of these three people is secretly texting during the meeting. Can you spot which one? The man on the right. Everyone else is looking at the presenter at the front of the room. He is the only one looking down at his lap with a slight smile on his face. Puzzle 12. One of these three people has never cooked a meal in their life. Can you spot which one? The woman in the center. She is holding a knife by the blade instead of the handle. Puzzle 13. One of these three people just got back from a month-long camping trip with no shower. Can you spot which one? The man on the left. His bar of soap in his toiletry bag is completely brand new and unused, still in its original wrapper. He is clearly just about to have his first wash in a very long time. Puzzle 14. One of these three people just got a promotion. Can you spot which one? The man on the left. He is sitting in the only chair in the room with armrests. Everyone else is sitting on plain chairs without armrests. Puzzle 15. One of these three people is allergic to cats but owns one anyway. Can you spot which one? The woman in the center. Her sleeve is covered in cat hair, and she has a small red rash visible on her wrist just above the cuff. In this video, you solved 15 puzzles. Did you manage to solve everything? Write your answers in the comments and tell us which puzzles were the most difficult for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like to watch the next videos. See you!